Hey class, in this lesson I am going to be showing you a couple logic puzzles that you can do online, and I'm going to be demonstrating them and explaining how they work. So you're going to watch this video for about 10 to 15 minutes and see me demonstrate the logic puzzles, and then you're going to be trying them on your own. So you want to pay close attention and try and understand them and see if you can do these logic puzzles by yourself on the computer. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you first a logic puzzle called Nurikabe. Nurikabe is a neat logic puzzle that you can do online. I really like these a lot. And they're a little confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, these 5x5 ones end up being really easy. And then you can try the 9x9 Nurikabe once you get the hang of these. The rules are listed on the bottom. So when you go to this web page, you'll be able to see them. It's kind of like you've got islands, and this island has to have 4 squares in it. These islands just have 1, and this island has 3. And then there's some rules. The islands must have water able to flow all around them, so it can't be like cut off anywhere. They can't be in touch with another island. It can go diagonal, so this is an option, but it can't go on the face of another one, so like this would not be an option. And then the last rule is that there cannot be any 2x2 blocks of black cells. So for example, here is a 2x2 block, so this would not be a solution. So oftentimes the key is to try and figure out how to get rid of those 2x2s. So this would be a good 4 white square island that has the river able to go around it and no 2x2 squares. This one, we got a 2x2 here, so I'm gonna have to get rid of that. And then I've got a 2x2 here, which I also need to get rid of. And if I do that, I notice that this is not the solution because the river is cut off. You see how this area is blocked? So I'm going to move this one to here. There's only one solution for all of these. And you can check to see if you're right. Congratulations. All right, and then it fills in the black ones. Okay, and I can click New Game and try another one. And I want you guys to try a few of these 5x5 ones just to, again, kind of get the hang of things. All right, again, once you get the hang of them, they're really easy. I can solve most of them in about 10 seconds. I believe this is a correct solution, the only correct solution, because the river. So again, this takes some practice. You're going to fail sometimes, and as you check, hopefully you can figure out and you can look back at the rules to see, where your mistake is, and do these at least 3 to 5 of these correctly before trying the 9x9 ones. And there are an archive. The Nurikabe archive has tons of 9x9 ones, but you can just try the daily 9x9 one that's set up for today. These, I can also typically solve if I've practiced a little bit within a minute or two. So it's not going to take long, but it definitely takes practice. And the main thing is figuring out, how do I get these 2x2 sections filled in? The only way to get to this section, I believe, is to use this 5 to get down here. So I'm going to start with that one, and I know that's got to be correct because that's the only way I can get there. This 1 and this 2 aren't going to get me there. This 7 obviously is going to be a big one that'll cover a lot of space. This 5, this 2 could go down or it could go to the right. Those are the only 2 options. I think it has to go down because this 5 one has to come out this direction and they can't be touching. All right, so there are a couple hints, and you can see if you can manage to solve that one on your own. All right, the other thing I wanted to show you, which you'll also have a chance to play a little bit, is Sudoku Sniper. Sudoku is a logic puzzle that I think you guys are more familiar with, and the rules are the same. You can play against a BabyBot, BozoBot, BrightBot, BrainyBot, and BestBot. Probably a good idea to start with BabyBot, which is the lowest level. It'll give you a Sudoku, and then you're playing against the computer. All right, which is nice because if you get stuck or if you take too much time, the computer is going to fill in a number for you that is correct, and then they're going to get a point, and you get a point for every number that you fill in correctly. Okay, and if you fill in a number incorrectly, you lose points. So it's a competition. You can see that it's been a while that we've started playing this game, and the BabyBot hasn't played anything. If we were playing against a higher level, yeah, they already would have started filling in things. I'm doing a lot of talking and not filling in numbers. So let's see. I would start with a scanning technique, and I can see that the 6 goes here because there's a 6 in this row and a 6 in this row. And so I'm going to highlight that and click there. It would tell me if I was wrong, so it won't let you put in an incorrect. There are only 2 numbers left here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Are there any 7s or 9s in those rows or columns? I don't think so. So I don't, may not go to that one right away. Let's see, the 5 is going to have to go here because there's a 5 in this column, 5 in this column, and there's a 5 in this row, so that's the only spot left. Okay, so unlike with paper, it's a little harder to take notes, although you are able to do that on this. You can mess around and try to figure that out, but hopefully you can also recognize that as they put in numbers, that's going to help you to figure out, now the 9 can't go in this column, so it's going to have to go here. It can't go here, so I've got 2 spots left for that 9. The more numbers you fill in, the more information you have, and then hopefully you can start filling in some numbers. All right, so that's how that game works. I'm going to end my presentation. I think that's been about 10 to 15 minutes. We'll see if my timing is correct, and good luck with those 2 logic puzzles. I'll see you guys later. Bye.